people, y'all need to sit down. Y'all have failed the people for over 200 years. Y'all failed to educate them. Y'all enslaved them. Y'all pitched them against each other to kill each other. I'm not angry. I'm just real. You failed to educate the people. You've ruled the people over 200 years. You pit them against each other. They kill each other for your sake. When you came to power, you dropped all of them and brought your sons from America. You brought your sons and their friends. And their friends' friends.
But the fact is, most of the wealth that all of those natural blessings Liberia has stays up there among the 40,000 people at the top of the heap. And no one is more top than William Tolbert, this great-great-grandchild of slavery who can trace his roots back to South Carolina, has farms and rubber plantations, and family connections with businesses all over the country. He is president of a republic, but he lives like a feudal prince, or more correctly, an enlightened African chief.
If you are a Liberian listening to me, I don't care whether your name is Como or your name is Jure. If we don't break this cycle this time around, our country is done for good. It will never recover. Until every Liberian can forget about the Congo country thing and realize that every Liberian has the opportunity to make it to the God-given potential and can be somebody someday, we are doomed. Because Congo are not people. It's a mentality. It is another word for elite. Those of you that practice elitism don't want to be called elites, but you prefer to be called Congo people. Last time I checked, of all the tribes listed in the Constitution, there was no damn thing called Congo. Nothing. There is no tribe in our damn Constitution called Congo. It is a mentality.
And Tolbert deplores the very idea that anyone might believe that Liberia is controlled by family compacts. Well, take a look at the country's biggest private business. The Meserato Corporation is involved in many things. Its biggest enterprise is fishing, catching and freezing shrimp and lobster for the export market. It also has a monopoly on commercial fishing for the domestic market. Vice President in charge of Meserato Fishing, Richard Tolbert, Harvard, Columbia Law School, and the president's nephew. Over at Meserato's headquarters, you'll find more Tolberts. Stephanette, vice president in charge of everything. Sienna Tolbert, working her way up through the finance department. And Lori Tolbert, in charge of retail sales.
It's rare to find a firm anywhere that's such a family firm as this one.
If there's any crisis, the family automatically binds together. So that if there are any kind of problems, it's just a matter of picking up the phone and saying, I need you, and everybody comes. And that's the way we've been brought up.
Chad Tubman, son of the former president and son-in-law of Mr. Tolbert. A. Benedict Tolbert, trained at Oberlin University, a gentleman farmer, a dynamo of a politician, and the son of the president.
I am the chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee of the House of Representatives. I'm also the co-chairman on the Committee on Education. I'm also a member of the Committee on Information and Cultural Affairs. Out of government, I am president of the Liberian Federation of Trade Unions, also a minister of the gospel, an evangelist, a spiritualist.
That's a pretty full day you've described.
That's right.
For 200 years, you keep doing the same thing to one group of people. Liberia said you won't build. Schools, you don't want them to be educated. Every time someone comes out to speak for them, you either buy them over or you kill them. Every time there's an election, you say don't talk about Congo and country. Every time there is an election, just like Joseph Waka, you bring one country may honor you. After that, the rest of the other people will be your children or your children's friends.
Tell me, in purely practical terms, and one hears this rumored about in the political circles here, that you're a pretty good candidate to be the next president of Liberia.
I believe I am because of the way I live. You see, God doesn't make many leaders. He makes few leaders. If he made many leaders, then he wouldn't have followers.
Only one group of people. Why? Why? How are we going to develop the country if we're going to think this way? Enough is enough.